Hey everybody, how's it going? Kevin here. Got my buddy Jesse riding with me. We're gonna do some camping tonight, but right now we're on the west coast of Florida and we're exploring some trails. And our ultimate goal for this trip is to scope out a hidden spring out here in the woods. So hopefully we can find it. It's really popular amongst free divers and scuba divers. So hopefully, I don't think it's marked at all. So we're gonna drive around aimlessly through the woods and see if we can find a footpath, or maybe the road goes directly to it, I don't know. But out here it's pretty cool. This is actually like a bear sanctuary, if you will. FWC releases bears out here, so you have a really good chance of seeing bears in the wild, if that's something you wish to do. These roads are really nice. You go through areas like this of just shrubs. Then you'll wind around and go through areas of wetlands and swampy areas and go over some bridges. And then you'll go through some really thick pine forests. So here we are coming through a little thick forest area. You can definitely tell a temperature change driving through here versus driving in the sun through the shrubs. So we're just driving, and Jesse pointed out there's an alligator right here, and it is missing a leg. It's such a beautiful day out here. Really clear sky, there's no wind, and it is so quiet out here. And it hasn't rained in a while, so it's dusty. So look how white the truck is. Looks like I have huge white walls. Solar panel's doing good. Fridge is on. Fortunately, we found the spring. Unfortunately, it was actually closed. Out of all things, out of all places, they're building a boardwalk to it. I guess you have to walk through some swamps and stuff. I mean, it is what it is. I wish they just left it alone and left it, you know, up to nature. Maybe everybody wouldn't be going there and everything, but now they're gonna have a boardwalk. That means everybody and their brother's probably gonna hear about it and start going, so that's kind of frustrating, but it's beautiful spring. I can't wait to come back, bring Josh and Ryan and everybody. We're gonna go swim in it when the boardwalk's done, and we'll put it on video then for you guys. But right now it's actively closed and no trespassing signs, and there were workers or FWC or somebody was out there. We saw their trucks, so we didn't film or anything. Right now we're just taking a little break to stretch our legs. We're driving around trying to find a campsite. You can't just camp anywhere out here. You're supposed to camp in designated areas. So we're gonna go see if we can find a campsite somewhere. But I wish you could sleep out here. It is amazing.
Alright, that's tight.
So Jess and I were just saying how we've been out here for a couple hours and we have yet to run past another vehicle. And as you saw in that past clip, like 100 yards after I said that, there was a guy flagging us down and he got his 4Runner stuck. So we got the shackles and the strap, and we pulled him out. It's pretty easy. He was just high-centered. So, which, luckily for him, we were there and that we were prepared and had a strap and everything, because I don't think he really knew where he was, and he would have been there for hours and hours stuck like that. So we did our good deed for the day. Now we're on our way to the campsite. We stopped by through the forest and picked up some kindling to get the fire going. So hopefully we'll have a nice fire going tonight. So if you remember in my last video, on the way home from camping, we stopped at Rural King, and I bought a couple things. Well, this is one of the things that I bought. It is a solar power light. It's 320 lumen. It's motion activated. It's weatherproof, and it automatically turns on and off when it's dark. So I left this one in the package just so you guys can see what it looked like if you want to buy one. They were $7. And I opened up this one. I left this outside for a week, and when the sun started to go down, it would turn on. And when I woke up for work at 5:30 in the morning, the light was still on, so I know it works all night long. So basically, it's got a little solar panel right here. There's the sensor, and here's the LED light. So right now it's turned in the on position, and if you cover up the solar panel, the light comes on. So what's cool about this is the Lucy lights work pretty well. This lasts longer than a Lucy light. What's cool about these lights are they're kind of just like hands-free lights. They're also like security lights. If you happen to buy 4 of them, you can put one facing outward or inward around your tent. And if an animal walks by, a person walks by, this light's going to turn on, and 350 lumen is going to light up the whole little camping area. This is also good for if you don't have a light in your vehicle, or your light does not come on without the keys in ignition, that kind of thing. You can set these in the back of your vehicle. If you have like a SUV and the back door is open, you can set this light in there, and whenever you walk up to, say, get something out of the cooler, or get some kind of supplies out of your vehicle, this light will automatically turn on. You don't have to fumble with the light, you don't have to have a headlight, or just stuff like that. This makes it really easy. And also, if you have kids, or just safety things, if you have a tent that has lines or stakes, you can set these by the tent stakes and the lines. That way, as you're stumbling off to use the restroom during the night or something, this will light up, and you're gonna know not where to go. So I'm really loving this setup. This is an LED light. It's actually a fog light from one of my old Jeeps, and it runs off the battery that runs the refrigerator, and the solar panel on top of my rack charges it. So it's a whole separate system than the truck, so I don't have to worry about it draining the battery and the truck not starting or anything. But it's plenty bright enough. It's not too bright where you can't look at it or it's blinding, but it lights up the whole kitchen area right here, aka the tailgate. I have my Timbo Tusk right over here, and the motion sensor saw me and turned on. So what we're going to do tonight is I just have some sliced steak, and I saw this when I was at Publix. Normally I use this Everglades right here, which is amazing. It's delicious. Pretty much put on everything. I think Ron, when he cooked carrots in the Green Swamp, he actually put this on the carrots, and they tasted, just like a steak, oddly enough. Anyway, this I thought it was pretty cool. It's Cactus Dust. Unfortunately, it was sealed in Publix, so I couldn't smell it. When we got out of Publix, I opened it up, and I didn't realize it is actually barbecue rub. I thought it was just a different kind of seasoning, just something like this. But it smells just like beef jerky, so I'm gonna lightly spread it over the steak. So what I'm about to do right now is cook the steak on the Timbo Tusk. I'm going to cook it in the middle, and when it's close to being how I like it, I'm going to spread it to the outside. And I'm going to cut up these chicken breasts right here. I'm going to cook those in the middle, because what I'm going to do is pour this island teriyaki sauce on it, which is some of the best stuff I've ever had. Ron kind of turned me on to this stuff, and I cook it all the time. Even when I'm at the house and I'm cooking in the backyard on the hibachi or whatever, I'm always using this. There's a few different flavors. There's one that has a lot of sesame seeds in it, which could be this one, but I don't have much left. It's just been hanging out in my refrigerator, so I'm just going to dump the rest of it on this chicken right here. But that's going to sit there and marinate right there in the middle of the Timbo Tusk. So that's what I'm about to do. Got a fire going right behind me. Here's Jesse's tent right here. This is the one he used in the last camping video, and he said it worked really nice. He's opting for no rainfly, so hopefully there's not a high dew in the morning and he's not waking up soaked. Unfortunately, the burner on this Timbo Tusk is messed up, and I only have one temperature, and it's pretty low, so it's gonna take a long time to cook tonight's dinner. The steak actually turned out pretty good. I can't really taste the cactus dust very well. I didn't put too much on there. Actually, I really didn't put enough on there. I'm always that person that just dumps the seasoning on, and everybody complains, so I tried to go light this time. Apparently went a little too light. It is definitely time, before I go camping next, to get a new burner from Coleman. So this is pretty much the end result. It took forever to cook, and it's not my best work, mainly because I couldn't control the heat on the scuttle. So, I mean, I had this pot right here. If all else failed, I could just cook this directly on the fire. But I was pretty much committed. I already had everything put together, and all the sauce was already dumped into the scuttle, so oh well, it's still gonna taste great, and it's gonna fill me up. What's up, everybody? It's the next morning. Last night got pretty chilly. I think it got down to like 55 when I woke up this morning. We're on our way back to town, and this trip, not much happened, but we were gonna go check out those springs. That way we knew what we could bring back with us and where we could camp and all the logistics of that. So hopefully the boardwalk gets done soon. Thanks for watching. Next weekend I might be going to the Juniper Springs area. So if you're gonna be in Ocala, either the National Forest or anywhere around those springs, let me know, because we might be going on a little trail ride or something.